What is going on, bullish family? Welcome back to another YouTube video. I hope y'all are as fired up from this week as I am. Back here into the den. You already see, you got to put yourself into that work environment, and it has been such an amazing week. If you guys had tuned into the two videos that I had dropped, the one market overview with my boy Mitch to start the week, and then the confirmation checklist series that I actually started, breaking down some market structure and some accumulation and distribution schematics. Your guys' comments, your guys' love, your guys' support has been absolutely amazing. I love it. I'm excited to finish up that checklist playlist because I know everybody's itching for it. And I just want you guys to understand, right, as this is, a trading channel, and that I am going to go ahead and, continue to supply you guys with, the confirmations and understandings needed when it comes to smart money. I am looking to broaden the channel as well. I want to expand it into other places. And, the reason why, I really adopted the name Colton Lives Bullish 2 years ago is, yes, number one, we love bullish markets. But number two, guys, is bullish is a mindset, right? I actually have this old business card here, and on the back of it, I put, what does it mean to live bullish, right? And that's to have confidence, to be determined, to be positive, to be strong-minded, to be purposeful, right? To be optimistic, and just always living your life trying to get up to that next level, just like we see the markets do, right? So I just want you guys to know that, no matter where you're at right now, if you just keep on doing those small daily actions, right? That small daily actions, the compound effect. We don't need to be crazy percenting our accounts every week, every day. You don't need to do that. It's possible, but you don't need to do that. You just need consistent compounded effort, and you are going to be able to get where you need to go. I love putting trading next to, next to school, where it's like a lot of people go to university for 4 years, but won't learn how to invest for 4 years, won't put 4 years into their Forex education, into whatever asset class that you may be, trading. But, that's it for me rambling on. I just wanted to get a couple things out of the way. I'm just so grateful for y'all. And it has been a great week. We're going to review a little bit as to what me and Mitch touched on in one of my previous videos. And then we're going to go ahead and break down a couple things that went on this week. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and we are going to get to it. So number one, right, starting with the dollar index, y'all already know. So on Sunday's webinar, when I dropped this on YouTube, and I've already pushed this price action back to Sunday night, so you guys can't see what happened this week. But overall, right, what was I looking at? I understood how we had our equal highs, our equal lows. There was really nothing, telling us that we really wanted bullish momentum out of this market. We were looking at this institutional candle. I like to round it off to 95.50. And, overall, we could even look at this. We're not even going to worry about that yet. But overall, we were talking about bearish market structure going on through this week. So let me go ahead. If you already don't know, I'm going to go ahead and press that play button. And that's exactly what happened, right? And again, guys, like, this isn't by accident. It's on purpose, right? This is what they created. These are what these candles, they do to us, right? So as you guys see, when I had broken it down on the hour chart on Sunday for you guys, we were looking at this price action up in here, right? Because I dropped that webinar right at like 9 a.m. or 9 p.m., which was right here, right? 9 o'clock. Cool, perfect. So what we were talking about was the market had opened low, popped up into this small imbalance area, and overall, we wanted to see bearish momentum, and that's really what we got. And I'm not going to touch on the dollar index, too much. As you see, price was very clean throughout the week. What do the markets like to do? And you can see, right, we have a higher time frame. You don't need smaller time frames to understand market structure. You need your weekly and your daily and your even up to the monthly, right? We know that overall we're bearish. So what do they do over the course of the week? They buy to sell off, right? And then what do? They create a pool of money, and then they buy to sell off, and they create another pool of money, and then they buy to sell off, and then they create another pool of money, right? It's like a staircase, and it's just like a game to them because everybody else is falling. Sorry, guys, I'm excited. They're falling into this trap, right? Double bottom buy, go in profits, sell off. Double bottom buy, go into profits, sell off. Double bottom, triple bottom buy, go into profits, sell off, right? It's the same exact thing. And you guys can notice, right? Up candles, down move, up candles, breach, liquidity, down move, liquidity, liquidity, up candle, down move. So again, guys, like you can see how even that daily 4-hour, you know, price action that we love to the downside played out super nice on the 1-hour chart. So just understand that, how powerful that was, understanding where the dollar index was going this week. Because, oh my goodness, I mean, especially if you were trading some gold, and I'm going to touch on gold last after we touch on, you know, GU and UJ and, you know, a couple of these others. And once we dive into the indices, but gold, man, gold is on a whole nother level. But let's touch on GU, right? Let me go ahead and replay this. 20th, 17th. Cool. I mean, you guys obviously see what already went on, but all is good. Right, so when we were looking at this on Sunday, right, we had been talking about, yes, we have these pools of equal highs kind of hanging out up here. All right, we do have an imbalance that we could come play into. I'll find a better place for myself here. You know, there is an imbalance down here that we could come play into, but overall, because of the bearish dollar, we were seeing if we could have some bullish price action on GBP USD. Right? Again, there's the opportunity for it to fall, but do I want the market to fall 160 pips to start off the week? Not necessarily. We didn't need to see that. So as I go ahead and break it down, and we're going to let this play out on the hour time frame. And again, this is something that I already, you know, showed you guys, but overall, what did we do? Right? What I noticed off bat is we have this down candle. So let's go ahead and see how our reaction was to this down candle to see if we were going to play off of it. All right, cool. So perfect. So this is pretty much what happened Sunday night. And this is how we were able to, you know, capture off our week. We had a deep retracement into this candle, a little deeper than the 50% than we wanted. It's not always going to be perfect. We were still able to execute on it, had a stop up underneath below this low. And again, what were we targeting? That next set of institutional candles. Now, I did have my squad pull out here at 2,600, and we actually did try to sell this off over here. We did take that small 25 pip stop. But guys, you got to understand, like if we caught this buy right here from 25.30, it ran it up to 2,600, that's 70 pips. If you take this sell and you only lose 25 pips, you can't be upset with nobody except yourself. If you lost more than you won there, you literally caught more than half the pips than what you risked on the sell movement. So you guys have to understand, and even though I was bearish on the dollar, we still could have seen that short-term sell-off here. But either way, didn't happen, which is perfect. We went ahead and just wanted to run these highs, right? So what's the market going to do? It's going to reevaluate. It's going to run the highs. It's going to hang out. And, you know, pretty much throughout the rest of the week, you know, she just did her sell to buys, just like we saw the dollar index do. We're going to see that price action, sell to buy, wick down. What did we see up here? Equal highs, run up, run down. We pretty much tested the wick of this up candle. Market fell off. What did we do here? Created equal lows for when we do come back down into this area. Right? So these are pretty much the movements that went on this week. This actually was a setup that we had. I just played it out a little too far, but that's all right. Let's go ahead and check this out. Where do I have it saved? Nope. That's some nice quarters theory stuff. So check this out. So I sent this out to my squad where we're looking at the hour chart over here. We had that up candle, that down move where I showed you guys that we pretty much tested that wick. But overall, we created a bunch of liquidity, showed that the market wanted to move down a little bit further. We did have this nice sell to buy candle as well. And overall, when I broke this down on a 5-minute time frame, we had this nice buy to sell structure, retracement down, and we had these last set of up candles, right? Now, the other key thing I really loved about this setup was that major quarter level of 2750. 2750 right here late in the hour imbalance, right, with a stop at 2768. So again, an 18 pip stop. What am I looking to capture? 2700, 2675, 2650, right? So this was an absolute beaut. As you see, this candle had just started running above these highs, and overall, this is what happened, right? We ran up into 2750, our major quarter level. We were able to take an 18 pip risk on this. And then what did it do? The market came down within 3 hours through London and literally tapped right off our TP1 of 2700, right? And that's all it is, guys. That's all you got to identify. You see the same thing right here. These are the sell positions. We were able to execute running above the highs. And, we were pretty much good to go from there. It was a nice little setup on GBP USD. If you would have been watching it, overall, and again, like, check this out. We ran 2,700, but ultimately, where did we reject off of? The last sell to buy candle with this imbalance filled imbalance, big move up, runs above the highs, and then the market continued to go ahead and run up the rest of the week. So GU was, again, super, super clean. If you would have kept that overall bias of a bearish dollar, yes, you could take these smaller short-term sell setups, which I like, you know what I mean? If I'm only risking 15 to 18 pips, I'll take it. But again, look for your smaller imbalances, look for those institutional candles to be played, right? Even this got played, even though you might have been stopped out, and people were stopped out on this move, right? People would have entered the open in the 50% of this. Sometimes it's not going to happen. But I'm just showing you guys the overall picture of what was really going down. So GU was really nice. UJ, we had been talking about, ultimately some bullishness that could have came into play. We're talking about some bullishness that could have came into play to come fill any of this imbalance up here. Overall, that dollar was just way too bearish. And she continued to fall down throughout the week. As I go ahead and play this out on the hour time frame, this is where me and Mitch were at Sunday night. We were showing you guys this candle. Market went ahead and hung around for a couple days, but then overall, what did we get? We got that sell-off, right? That sell-off that equaled out all these other lows. And then overall, what are they going to want to do? They're going to want to come take those lows. And look how clean this is, right? Up, down, hang out, sell off. Last up candle. Boom. Last up candle. Boom, right? Same thing every single time. So UJ was super clean. Not going to touch on GJ. She pretty much, took off with the pounds to start the week, did its retracements, fell back down with the yen. I'm kind of all over the place on this one. S&P, I personally did not even really trade the indices this week. There wasn't a whole lot going on. There is this that I want to notice and that you guys can go back test, right? What went on here? We had these equal highs formed. We had this nice 4-hour up candle, right? And then as you guys do see, about 50% of that up candle got tested about 4 to 8 hours later. So something as simple as that, guys. And look how it's actually the same exact level as the equal highs that they made over here. Some of you guys may see this as like a head and shoulders on a smaller time frame. And again, like you guys probably notice by the way I talk and see the charts, like I don't even think patterns, right? Like I don't even see them. All I see are the institutions and which way they want to move. But look, one up candle, continue to move the market down, right? That's all it is. Go ahead and tack these lows. That's all they want to do. Overall, this pretty much left just equal lows for us to play with next week. And we will be doing, a market overview video on Sunday for you guys as well. This is just kind of to go off of what we had posted to start the week. Oh my goodness. This was a whole nother, guys, we went almost 900 movements, 800 movements on golds over this week. So check this out. We had a nice little signal sent out from us again, because again, the guys like, like I have quite a bit of success in these markets, but even I still have mentors, you know what I mean? As a trader, you never stop learning. And I don't think this is the one I wanted, but look at this. This is really cool on, that's still not what I want. It's right here. So check this out. This is gold. All right. We had formed this big area of liquidity to the upside. We saw some nice sell to buy candles, right? So going in, and this was Monday night. All right. So Monday night or last week, we had this, which kind of could have been looked at as like an institutional candle. You know what I mean? So what I wrote here was initially, yes, this morning at 10 a.m., we could have viewed this as an institutional candle, but what we didn't get was evidence of smart money getting back behind the move. Since it consolidated, we could be seeing a break and retest of this overall structure, liking the buy, also a weak dollar, right? Imbalances have been filled, right? We see this retracement here. And yeah, guys, I mean, again, from there, she just absolutely took off. That was from about 1817. So let me go back to the daily. Let me go ahead and delete everything. Come back here. Let's go into replay mode. Right. So this is overall what we had been looking at on the charts that I just showed you. Right. The speed's all the way up. We had that fake institutional candle happen. We had that fake institutional candle happen right here. And right, this is actually the one that it's creating right now, right? And we hung out. We didn't see money get back behind the move. So this is where we pretty much got in some breaks and retests. And again, if you're in an uptrend, guys, you can do this. You know what I mean? Like, boom, something as simple as that. And 900 pips later, y'all, all the way up to 1900. All the way up to 1900. Right? And it just literally did not stop. And you know, again, this one's getting a little long, so I'm not going to go deeper into this. I just wanted to review this price, you know, this week's price action, and hopefully, you know, you guys were able to execute on a couple of these trades that we had talked about on Sunday. Whether it was just playing along with even an AU or an EU, right? Like I haven't even peeped those this week, but because of the weak dollar, you know, it's not a coincidence that USD CAD fell. It's not a coincidence that USD JPY fell. It's not a coincidence that AU went to the upside. It's not a coincidence that EU went to the upside. So just because I break down GU and S&P and gold doesn't mean you can't go do the same exact things on the other pairs that are going to correlate with everything, right? So it's just like, you know, guys, like take, you know, just take what I say with, you know, you don't have to, I'm trying to find the best way I want to put this. You know, I was going to say, take what I say with a grain of salt. I don't think that's the right way I want to say it. But, you know, you don't have to trade exactly like me. You don't have to trade the exact same pairs I do. Just take the analysis and be able to go apply it to your own pairs. Because as you see here, even with NU, right, breaks the lows, any retracements, you can go ahead and pull that market back into it. But other than that, that's going to be it for this video. I'm going to be dropping my second confirmation checklist video tomorrow on Saturday. So make sure you guys tune into that. Much love. Let's continue to live bullish. And I hope y'all made some money this week. And let's make even more next week. Let's compound the same next week, right? So I love y'all. Let's get it.